Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here, aka Ronda without an H. All right, we are continuing in part 2 of this altering a junk envelope to use in your journals or to give out as happy mail, whatever you choose to do. This is what we've been working on. This is my original, and we are recreating it. So we are now at the point where, and I will put the links in case you didn't catch the first video, I will put the link below so you can take a look at that. And I will say again, in this video, my images are taken from 49 Dragonflies. Barbara, I have the great honor to be on her design team, and I'm super excited about that. And so I want you to, everybody, I'll put her links below, and please go and check out her store. And if you find something that you like, if you put my, I will include my code in the description box below as well, and if you use that, you'll get a 10% discount. So, pretty good deal. All right. Alrighty, now let's continue on. Excuse me. So what we want to do is we need to make a tag, and this is going to be our tag. And so we need to back it, because let me go through this again. On our original, we have on the back, we've got it so that when it's closed up like this, you see this butterfly in the window, and you've got this butterfly, so it feels like they're together, which is the whole idea. So we're going to take care of that right now. And to do that, I also have a journaling page that I included on that. And I do have a journaling page, but I'm going to fold it differently so that I can, the space is skinnier than it was on the original. And for the you'll see the reasons and all the why and wherefore if you take a look at video 1. But I think what I want to do here is we'll fold it in half, and then and then she said, and then we're going to fold it in half again. So that will be the difference. We'll just get our bone folder here, and hopefully that will do the trick. If it doesn't, I'll get another piece of paper and I'll take care of it, but I won't do it, you know, while we're on camera. It shows through. Okay. The smaller makes it a little bit more challenging for sure. I'll have to think about that. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and work on this. So what I want to do is to pick some of the fabulous backing papers. These are all coffee dyed. So I'm going to back this. Let's see. This is cool. I like. So let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead, and I'm going to switch and use my stick glue for this, just because sometimes when you're trying to use the art glitter glue, it can end up just a tad bit bumpy. And maybe that's just until it completely dries. I don't know. But I do want to cover this completely. And so you see what I'm doing. No brain surgery here. We're all good. So now we are going to trim up. So either get your scissors or your rotary cutter or whatever it is, your little, I know a lot of people, and I have myself, I have used a lot of those, the slide cutter as well. That's cool too. All right. So we are just backing this, and I hope you're having a great day. We have definitely had a cold spell here. This is my second video of the day. I was sharing earlier this morning that they had all kinds of accidents because of the ice storm and that kind of thing. So now what's going on here? My cutter. Let's see. Maybe I need to blow that out a little bit. I don't know. It's been working pretty well. Except today. Except when I want to just chat. And then it makes me concentrate. And then I lose track of what I was going to share with you. I think I was talking about the weather this morning. Yeah. They had all kinds of accidents. That's one thing here in Arkansas. We don't get a whole lot of snow. And I'm not speaking like an authority or anything, because we've only been here not quite 2 years. But we do understand from others that this is the case. We don't get a lot of snow, but we do get ice storms when it gets super cold because of the moisture content. The content. Yeah, because of that, it can have some bad ice storms. And I know one of my sons, the one that lives here, they get that. And a few years ago, there was an ice storm that he lives on 10 acres and has a lot of trees, and it doesn't take much. Half an inch of ice or something will break branches, and it did. So hopefully it won't get that bad here. We'll see. You know what? Since I've got this out, I didn't do the back of this one before, so let's just do it now. And because of this vintage look that I'm going for, I loved doing the staining, you know, with the inks. And I'm using Tim Holtz. This is vintage photo. A lot of people use this. I'm not doing that because a lot of people do it. I do it because I do like the color. And that's probably why a lot of people are doing it. Sometimes I just scare myself with my brilliancy, right? Okay, so let's take this out of the way for now. And what I want to do is, we'll put that out of the way as well. I want to position this where I want it, and then that will decide where I position my butterfly. Okay? Did that make sense? Hope so. So technically, if I close this, this is what's showing, all right? So if I put my butterfly going this direction and I put one of my other butterflies going this direction, see, then that gives it kind of the flow, that gives the look that I'm going for. Well, that wasn't a very good example for you. I apologize. More of this nature. Okay? So keeping that in mind, I am just looking to see. So it comes down about 1/4 of an inch and it goes out to the side. It goes clear out. I don't know that there's a scientific, brilliant way to do this. If there is, please do tell. Now, what I'm going to do so that I'm not completely insane and committed is I'm just going to stick a smidgen of the glue stick on, okay? And we'll just just tacking it down, all right? And then we're going to put this in, and hopefully we did it okay. Okay, see? It turned out really well. All right, so then we'll take that back out, and now we'll glue it down. And for this, I am going to use my art glitter glue. We will just kind of go around all of that, and then we will pop over to the other side and get that nicely glued and put that down. Okay, almost done, but not quite. Then I'm going to get a pen, and I use a real skinny pen. This is Mitsubishi .38. That's sky blue? No, I don't want. Just a minute. I think it's black. Yeah, okay. It's this that's sky blue. The holder. Okay, now on these are just pretty straight. So I am going to, we'll bring that in a bit so you can see. I don't know if you'll be able to see really well, but we'll give it a try. Okay. I am just giving myself some antennae. And I'm trying to just make it a little bit fatter at the ends. And I think that looks good. It's not perfect, but it looks pretty good. Oh yeah, I see. I did kind of, okay. It's a little bit off, but it will work. Okay, so tag is done. All right, that looks good. Okay. Now we want to decorate the pocket just a little bit, and I want to put a little journaling something or other in there. Okay, let's get back out. Oh, a little bit more. Okay. So I have here. I have some paper that I have coffee dyed, and I'm just going to punch this so I can get a kind of lacy edge on that. I just think that really is sweet. And I really do feel like it adds a feminine touch, especially when you add these two elements together. Let me put this back in order now. And what I'm going to probably do, I won't do it until I'm off camera though, but I love this, how that matches, and it gives you a journaling space. And then with just that little punch, it gives it the lacy effect, and it just I don't know, it just makes it pop a little bit more. So here is my punch. I have not used this for quite some time. So let me see if I can remember how to do it. The idea is I want to go between, let's see. Okay, there's that. Let me remember. I want to go between, la 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 la. All right. This is scary. I'm like, oh no, you guys, what if I just really mess this up? And you'd be like, oh, you twitty pie. Okay, we did it all right. Let me put that back. Sorry for the noise. Okay, now what we will do is we'll just trim this up. So I'm just going to go straight, or maybe I'll like curve it, or maybe let's try it straight, and if we don't like it, we'll change it around just a little bit. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Now, one thing that does happen with skinny paper going through a punch, I've got all these little, it would have been better had I had two thicknesses of the paper. It actually would have punched it better. And I will fix that, but I won't fix that right at the moment. We'll just wait on that. Okay, so do I want to curve it? I think what I want to do is we will attempt to use the corner rounder again. Okay, we'll corner round that, and let's see which looks better. Actually, this is driving me nuts. Let's go ahead and nip those little guys off. So I need to go in to the eye doctor and have my prescription checked and everything, because I'm finding now, and I have trifocals, but I'm finding that for up-close work, it's harder for me to see. I don't know if it's because they just need to be adjusted on me, because I think I did share with you at some point a while back that I had happened to, they got sat on. And since then it's been kind of weird and funky. So that may be all that it is. It just needs to be redone. You know, okay, I think what I'm going to do is just sort of like that. And just kind of like that. Okay. Just to give the little curve. I like that better. What do you think? Yes? No? Maybe so? Okay, now what I want to do is to go ahead and do my edging around. So I'm just going to pull out a scrap piece of paper. These come from whenever I print out a mailing label on my printer for my orders going out in my store. It prints one on a page, and then I have this half page that's left over, and I don't throw it away, of course. And one of the things, I use it for various things, but one of the things I do is use it for this. You know, why not? Waste not, want not, right? So we are just kind of giving this Nice, fun little finished edging look to it. And I love the thinness of this paper. This is a white sack, and I coffee dyed it. Okay. So, okay, that looks good. So this is going, I want to put this about, yeah, let's put it about right. Well, no, do I, don't I? Will I, won't I? You know what might be kind of fun, you guys? Let me, what if we put a little bit of lace? We have that kind of, you know what? I'm going to do it. Why not? Why not? I just had the thought that maybe that would be kind of a fun cover-up of that. And then here we've got this. I like that. Do you like that? Say you do. Please say you like it. And for this particular one, I am going to attach this lace with double-sided tape. I don't always use double-sided tape. Let me find there's the back. But I do use it on occasion, and I like it. I know some people do not like it. They don't like to work with it, and I respect that. But one of the keys that I find with using double-sided tape is you have to burnish your item with a bone folder or something, you know, equally with a nice edge to put it on tight so the glue is adhered nicely. And then this will just peel off very easily. And now we will just decide where we want it. And a thin. Let's see, where's this going to go? This is going to go there. You know what? I was going to put it up here, wasn't I? Ah, I think we want to put it up here. Hither. All right. Up yonder. Yes, I like that. And then I'm going to burnish it again. So it stays nice and tight. Okay, now we'll put this here. And for this, again, I'm going to take one strip double-sided tape. This is scrapbooking tape, technically, I suppose. But you can find it in most craft stores. Michael's, Joann's, I'm not sure about Joann's. Hobby Lobby, Amazon for sure. That's where I buy mine. I can get it for cheap. And I've even been out thrifting, and I picked up some wonderful double-sided tape. I think I told you about that my son is like, Mom. And I wished I would have gotten, instead of 4 rolls, that I've taken it all. All right, let's just go about right here. Okay, this is looking good, guys. Now, this is kind of a fun thing. We'll see if I want to put something there or not. I don't know yet. I didn't on this one because this takes up almost the whole space. On this one, I did a little shorter one. So if you wanted more writing space, then take the whole, take up that whole space for sure. Okay, now I want to decorate this for just a minute. Oh. Those little things, they drive me nuts. Okay, now on this one, this is what we've done. I've just added the little reduced down little floral, and then one of the sayings. She's got all kinds of different pages of sayings in her store. 49 Dragonflies, for those of you that maybe don't remember that. And of course, I'll put the links. But I didn't want the red border, but that's fine. I just cut it out, and then I inked it, and I'm ready to go. And I have picked out this butterfly, and this again I'll show you. I think I showed you. Maybe no, I didn't, of the butterflies. But I've trimmed around here, and this is what I'm using on the butterflies. So they're gorgeous. So I've got several more applications, but I decided I'm going to use butterflies on this one, just because I can. Just because I can, you guys. So can you believe, you guys, do you realize it's almost Valentine's Day? It's almost the middle of February. I'm just like blown away. Like, how did this happen? It totally seems like we were just having Christmas. We were just having the holidays and having such a good time and just enjoying, and then this is like, wow, this is craziness. Okay, I think, yes, I'm just going to put that down. You can, if you want, you can add more layers. You can get as fancy as you want to. I do sometimes, but I am trying to do some things a little more simply. I know. Don't judge me. Don't judge. My idea of simple is yeah, not usually simple. Okay, now I also need to put some antennae, and I'm going to pay closer attention to where they start. All right. And I don't think I can talk and draw at the same time. I don't know. See how different? Look how different that is. The butterfly just kind of looks very plain. And then you just add that little antennae, and how sweet that looks. And I don't try to cut those around those, you guys. To me, it's just so much simpler to just draw your own little antennae, even if it doesn't go perfectly where you want it to, than to try to fussy cut around. And that one's a little bit thick, isn't it? You know, I just didn't do this very well, did I? Okay. Well, you know, sometimes you have a leg that's bigger than another, right? Well, he's got antennae. One is more antennae-like than the other one, I guess. Okay. This is looking good. Keeping in mind, oh, do you notice how this one is now pretty much as wide as this one, the flap that you glue onto your journal page? Well, what I did when it came time to decorate and put the paper on, so let's pretend that we're going to do another one. I won't really, but so I have my paper wider than what I need, and I would put it here, and then I wrap it over. Well, instead of folding up to this line, I folded out. I left a gap so that it would widen my flap. And that's what I did. That's how I created this. Like if we did this, we could, if I glue that all down, then this becomes fatter still. Okay? So that's how I did that. Just wanted to share that with you. Okay. Do we want to put something here? What do you think? What do you think I could? Maybe I'll get some of my ribbons, do a little bow or a little, I don't know. I could do some string or do a little bit of lace or some little something here. I don't, you know, I actually did I did some of these smaller. Maybe I could just, I don't know, pop a smaller one on there. Maybe it's the same. Well, let's see. I don't want to spend a ton of time doing this because, just because, you guys, because I'm terrible at this. I may go ahead and do that. You know what? That's not going to happen right at this point. I'm getting distracted. See, that's how I get distracted. That's how my creating goes into overdrive, and I never complete it, or well, I do, but it takes me forever to complete a page in a journal because, oh, well, this would be nice. Let's just add this little thing. Oh, but then if we're going to do this, oh, wouldn't this go really nice with that? Yeah, Okay. Moving to the other side, we'll flip that over. I'll flip this over. And I actually think I'm going to simplify this again more. I'm not going to put so much bulky lace on her. I'm going to keep it flatter because this can be a real issue. Once you get, you know, all of this and it's bulked up, then this is going out at least 1/2 inch. And if you're trying to, you know, keep your journal reasonably sized, then that's maybe something you want to not do. Okay, so as you can see, I finished the outside. I added some lace. I told you about that already. These, I collaged with all these papers. All of this is 49 dragonfly paper with the exception of this. This is an old book page from a Chinese book, and I have no idea what it says, so I don't even know what the title of the book is. I just, you know, assume. Okay, so we are going to do this here, and I do want to do something that is less bulky. So excuse the reach. I'm grabbing this lace. Oh, such gorgeous crocheted. Oh, I love this stuff so much. See, I hoard this kind of stuff because it's so amazing. And when am I going to crochet something like this? I didn't crochet this, by the way. I bought it. But I can. I have the ability to crochet, but I usually don't crochet these kinds of things. My mother used to crochet Afghans. She made an Afghan for every one of her kids. She crocheted a rug for the living room. Yeah, see, I think I'm just going to keep it simpler. I like that. I like the layering. I'm not gonna lie. Part of me is just like, well, Ronda, you got that other lace there, just do it. It's like, no. You can tell this was actually used as I was going around one of my little butterflies, inking around the edge. This was over on its back side, and I knew I wasn't going to show the front, and so I used what I had. This was a handy tool right there, just waiting for me. Okay? Looking good. It's looking good. This is so fun. These are just doing these with envelopes, you guys. I have this whole stack of them that I have been wanting to work on forever. And this, a combination of just watching some of my favorite YouTubers working with envelopes and just knowing that it's something I've wanted to do and wanting to do a fun project for Barbara, to highlight her amazing artwork and such. It was just like perfect opportunity to do something I've been wanting to do anyway. So I am sure there will be more of this kind of a thing in my future. Maybe not immediately, or maybe, I don't know. Now see, I really like that. It's very different, and I like this. I like this because I like how it covers up this. That seems weird to me a little bit, but that was the style. It was, that was the style. But I do like the color. I like to add a bit of color, so I will look for a bit of blue, since we're kind of highlighting the blue on this one. I don't have as much in that color, but we'll give it a whirl. Now, the last thing that we're going to add on the outside is this butterfly, and this one I have layered a little bit. So, I want to put this on some paper. Let me see. I want this to be different than what my backgrounds are. So I'm going to just kind of, I'm going to use this, which is what I did for the first one as well. So I will glue that on, and in case you were wondering why I was using this to glue the lace, when I use a lace or something fabric-wise, I generally do use the Fabri-Tac because it holds really well and it does it right away, almost immediately, whereas some of these others, they take a minute or two. Have you guys found a perfect way to never have your little opening clog up? I have yet to have a perfect solution to that. I use these, the knitting tops that people talk about, but I still, it's not flawless. We'll say that. Okay, I just want to get a nice bit of glue on here so we can put it on our paper. All right. And put the lid back on there. Now we'll get our pen out and we'll see if the third time is the charm. Can I actually draw a pair of antennae without totally screwing it up? I don't know. Let me try. It's like, everybody be quiet. Not too bad, huh? Okay. We'll call that good. Now what I want to do is rip around first of all, I think I will make this easier. I'll give myself a bigger amount, smaller, a smaller footprint. Which way do I want to rip? Do I want the fuzzies showing or not? What have I done here? Yeah, I have them showing, and I quite like that. So I'm going to rip the wrong way. Well, I don't know. I'm left-handed, so I'm not sure that that rule is right for right and left-handed. I don't know. You tell me. What do you think? What do you guys think? Now, what I did here to give it a little bit more interest and to make the butterflies stand out, I took my, I don't know, is this a grease pencil, charcoal pencil, and I'm going to go around the edge, maybe. Okay, there we go. But I really don't want a lot. And I'm not sure that you can see that very well. But that's what I'm doing. Okay. I don't think you can really see that. But you can see that, right? See the difference? So that's what I'm doing. Let me kind of bring it in a little bit closer, and we'll just play with that for a minute. See what we can do here. There's this really weird humming. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's humming, and I've never heard it before. And I don't know if it's something with the house or if it's something outside, the neighbors, or what it is, but it's just this steady kind of a hum, like a boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's weird. Okay, let me work my finger around that. I'm getting myself dirty here. It's okay. It's not great. What else can I do there? Let's get, I don't know, maybe this will be a mistake. Let's get a gray liner and just kind of some of these spaces that you get when you have a bit of an edge. When you put that charcoal, it leaves a little teeny space. And so if I do this gray pencil, or marker actually, it does seem to enclose that just a little bit better. So I think we'll just call that good. We'll do that, and then we shall attach this to the front. That hum that I'm hearing, it's almost mesmerizing. It's almost like trying to make me go to sleep. It's like, wait a minute. Well, after I'm done with this video, I'm going to go in and get my hubby and say, come listen to this. This is weird. All right. Sorry if I've made you go blind or fuzzy here. Let's get it back out a little bit. All right. Okay. Let me put my glasses back on. We are going to do that, but first, can't stand. Okay. Sorry. I was just like, it's driving me nuts. So I always keep a spray bottle of water and an old cloth just for cleanups and that kind of thing, as might be needed. Okay. So we do want to, now I want to ink around the edges. We'll go ahead and do that with our vintage photo. And we're just about done, you guys. I hope that you have gotten some fun ideas and that the combination of this video and the last video, that they have been helpful. Give you another idea of something that you can do with your envelopes and such. Let's grab out a little piece of coffee dyed cheesecloth. Let's not too much. This cheesecloth goes a really long ways, by the way. You don't need a ton. In fact, this may be too much, but because I want this to stand, yeah, that's too much. But we'll trim it when we get it on. So well, no, we'll trim it now. We'll trim it now. Okie doke. So that's going to go right here. I also have, I don't know if you can see, but I've got some additional fabric underneath there. And I want to put something. I'm here, I'm just not there. Here. Let's just see about maybe adding a little bit, no, that's not going to work because that's too close. That's too close to this lace and this lace, so we don't want it to be that much the same. Let's go with this. I have deliberately cut it jagged. You saw what I just did. Sometimes that works really well, sometimes not, but you know it. And this is a cutaway, an old tablecloth or something of that nature that I've been using for some time on these. Okay, that is still just a little bit big, so let's tear some of that off. We'll just, you know, grungy is good. Grungy is good. All right. I do think I want to, like, I oftentimes will sort of layer my stuff over each other. Okay, I think that is going to be good. Okay, now what I want to do. What do I want to do? Normally, being a sewer like I am, I will take this, you know, and I will stitch that. But obviously, that wouldn't work because there's a pocket on the back side, and that would kind of make a little bit of a mess. So we will bring in our Fabri-Tac and we will start to glue. If it comes out. This is like the, is it Jeopardy? What's the one where they do give them the time and it's like da 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 da. Anyway, as they're guessing their last, see how much they want to gamble, and if they guess the right one to try to get their score up. I haven't watched that show forever, but I was always kind of intrigued by the, that little da-da-da, da-da-da. Oh, you guys, it's crazy stuff. I sure enjoy being here with you. I just really enjoy creating, and I love you guys, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a good day when I can do a video and visit with you and see how y'all are doing. Now this is bothering me just a smidgen, so I think we're just gonna kind of cut some of that and just sort of pull it so it doesn't look perfect, but still. Okay. Well, I'm kind of liking this, so I'm just gonna go ahead then and, oops, wrong glue. That's the trouble. Well, it's not the wrong glue. It will absolutely work, but if I want it right away, then this is the Fabri-Tac is what I want to use. Okay, got sticky fingers. Okay. Alrighty, let us take a peek-see. Oh, I was going to do a little something down there, wasn't I? Okay. Well, I'm going to go clean my fingers, and I'm going to decide what I want to do here. So we'll do just those couple of little things, and then we'll be finished. So I'll be right back. Okay. I am here to show you my finished product. I'm really happy with it. Let's just take the string off. I did realize kind of a major boo-boo that I made, that I learned about, and I'll just tell you what it is. Let's show you. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Okay, know how this one we do. Let's see, we do this, right? And it all folds up neatly. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's do that with this one. And we flip, boop, boo. Woohoo! So, what have we learned, children? Ronda, child? I have learned that if I want to make this smaller, then I do take this off like they did, right? Otherwise, I go ahead and add some paper without folding this in, or I'm not going to be able to put it as a tuck spot, a fold, a flip out in my journal. So, I still love this though. it'd make a really fun, just a little happy mail, you know, with some fun stuff, a nice letter or whatever with it. But as you can see, I highlighted the blues this time. I've added some ribbon. We did this together. I haven't really done a whole lot. I did stitch some of that wonderful fabric down and open it up. Isn't this sweet? I love this. I love this. Let's see. Let's get you in a little bit closer. Okay. So just a little something, you know, it just needed just a little something. So I've got sari silk in there that I smushed and glued, and then I stitched the buttons, and then I glued the buttons on as well because I wasn't going to stitch through my paper. So I have folded this in half again, and it will work fine. It just, you know, it's just got a lot of folds in it, but you can still journal on it. That's perfectly fine. We've added just a little touch here. I've put some washi tape on, and then if you burnish it hard, I suppose it depends on the kind of tape that you put too, but then if you're wanting to peel some of it off so that it looks a little raggy, see what I did? Then you just kind of tear a little bit, and then I went ahead and inked that a little bit. So it gives it a little fun, added vintage texture, kind of a cool feel there. I also added, I cut out the small butterfly. It's the same butterfly sheet, I just reduced the one sheet down so they would be small that I could use, and then the other are the normal size. So I love this. I think it's just so sweet. And then if you turn the page over, this is what we did. Okay, I was just gonna put one layer of lace on her. Just one. But it's like I needed to cover her dress part there. It just was funky. So I added one more layer and then added a little bit of ribbon and such to just add some more, give some of the blue, the color that I'm trying to bring out in this one. And then have some washi tape here. These are the same, I ordered them, I believe I ordered them on Amazon. Anyway, it's ripped deliberately to fit there just to give it a little more texture, interest for your eyes, spaces for your eyes to travel. So that, my friends, is it for this one. Again, go check out Barbara's store, 49 Dragonflies. I'll put all of the links that you need below. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you'd consider subscribing. Go take a peek. I'll put the links. I have a Facebook group, and I also have an Etsy store. So yeah, until next time, you guys, have a fabulous day. Bye-bye now.